Hey, 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 thank you so much for being here. I'm Carrie Kenny. I am on the indigenous land of the Anishinaabe people, colonized as Midland, Michigan. It is Friday, May 25th, I believe. Time is weird. Middle of the day, and just feeling called, led by my heart, to share a space for us to connect with our breath, connect with our body, connect with our heart, our love. Move through maybe anything that's feeling tense, tight, sticky, icky, residual, and just allowing ourselves to have an experience with our mat, with our practice. And no matter where we are in time and location and in space, knowing that we are very much connected. We are very much connected, especially when we choose to center in at our heart space. So I thank you so much for feeling called to this space, this practice, this time for you to get organized for yourself, give yourself some space, some room. If you have any yoga props that you like to bring into your practice, of course, that's always welcome. Be it blocks, blankets, straps, bolsters, anything that's going to, again, support you. And just knowing everything that comes out of my lips, my tongue, my mouth today, it is an invitation, and you get to choose whether or not you take it, with absolutely no need to feel obligated, guilty, or any expectations. The biggest invitation and intention that I'm creating in this space is that you connect with you. You connect with your breath, your body, your heart, the ground that is holding you, and holding all that you're holding with so much love. And connecting with that divine consciousness, God of your understanding, spirit, source, divinity, peace, whatever you might call it, just know that it is welcome here, and so are you, exactly as you are. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But let's just arrive a comfortable position, and that might not be a cross-legged seat. That might be laying down on your back. That might be on a chair, standing up, belly side, right? Like, what would give you comfort? And if you need to wiggle, giggle, sigh out in the meantime, before you land into some stillness, please do that as well. I got my baby boy with me, Manny, today, the Manipura Chakra, Kenny. So in case he is walking around or making some sounds, I'm also outside. So things outside of my control, things outside of your control, may we just come back in at any time that maybe we get jolted or distracted. Come back to that breath. So again, finding that comfortable space. And as you find that, let yourself take in 3 of the deepest breaths yet today. Breathing in through the nose, make some sound, feel the body fill with that incredible oxygen, and then open the lips. Let it out. Does not have to be with me, but please be with you. And as that last exhale lands outside of you, take up your space. Soften your eyes. Maybe you drop the gaze in front of you. Maybe you feel the lids wanting to close completely. Notice your heart space, your chest, and the back of that heart as well, and where could it have a little bit more room, spaciousness, as well as ease. Notice your shoulders, your jaw, your neck, and any place that we could create some softness. What would that feel like? Letting the lips part and just creating these inhales and exhales as you call in what it is you may be needing today. As you call in what your heart may be needing today. And just receiving the richness of this breath, this life. This ability to not just receive, but to also allow and let go. Allowing yourself to slow down with those rises. Slow as we continue to hold our bodies with love, support, and ease, also notice how your breath is. No need to change anything. Might feel sticky, might feel slow, might feel fast. Just greet it and appreciate this breath as it comes and it goes, for you are here and you are now, and you are so very loved. Starting to notice our thoughts, anything that's going on in the mind. And again, without the need to judge, explain, bring a story with or to. Simply observing. Filling your head with breath as well as light. And maybe with these next couple exhales, just allowing whatever might be in that mindscape of ours, just coming down to the bridge of your nose, down to the softness of your lips, bringing those thoughts down to the chin, the neck, down below the shoulders, and just allow whatever might be going on in that head of ours to land down at the throne of the heart, and just send it love, be it frustration, inconvenience, curiosity, concern, people, places, relationships, things. Let these next couple breaths just infuse whatever it is that's crossing through your mind, landing in your heart, within your awareness. Love. Love to you. Love to it. Love to them. Love to you. Love to that thought. Love to those people. Love into our entire planet. The ground, the water, the wind, the breeze. Love to our entire planet, every person, every place, every creation. And not bypassing this incredible being that you are. Love to you. Love to me. And love to us all. Let's bring our hands to our heart space. You might bow the chin down to the chest, and we'll open up space today with an om as we again just keep sending that love deep within ourselves and all that we're holding, deep into our planet and all that she's holding, and deep into our collective consciousness as well as humanity and all that we are holding. We'll take a nice deep breath in together. You might bow down or just keep the chin down to the chest. But let the hands kind of stretch open. Let your gaze come down. If you've been seated, we're just going to crisscross the other way. If you've been laying down, just let yourself slowly transition into a comfortable cross-legged seat, whatever that is for you. And as we arrive back in, just taking in your environment where you are, right? And then coming back, I'm just going to invite a little side-to-side action. Hands can go wherever you need. And we're going to be here a couple breaths, so just any movement. I just started by rocking the sit bones, the hips, left to right, side to side. Kind of letting the ears gently fold left to right. And then, I just feel called. I love some big arms, some fun facts about me. So going into some side stretches. Maybe 5, 6, 7 more breaths here. Just kind of move in your body, feeling this ground holding you. And feeling the ways you can hold and support yourself. And I find it kind of interesting as I open my eyes up, y'all, there were two beautiful bumblebees and they were like playing. I would not call it fighting or violence in any capacity. They were like zigging and zagging with each other. Felt very friendly. It just feels very aligned to this space, right? Each of us, these busy, beautiful beings doing our piece and doing our part for the nectar and the goodness, nourishment of us all, and how we can play here in this space together. So let's just think of that joyful action of really being interconnected, bringing ourselves, each other with play, with joy, with room to be and be as we are. So I'm just starting to cross my elbows, right under left, left under right, a little tap to my shoulder blades if that feels accessible. And we're just going to do this for 3 more breaths. Flaring those nostrils a little bit, letting it come, and letting it go. One more time, we'll swing them big and wide open. Here we are, here we are. And then bring one hand down, just find a little side bend. Sound effects always encouraged. Held, we reach back up, and we'll just move into that other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Let the prayer find those fingertips, and then slowly just bringing it down, across, back into the heart. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Let's come up and over our legs, y'all. And we're just gonna come into a little tabletop position. So I got my hips over my knees. For me, I like to bring the tops of my toes to my mat. Some people curl them under, sometimes I curl them under, right? We can always change it up. Just meet yourself where you are. Spread your hands, index and thumb are really rooted in. And just as we stayed like seated, just letting those hips go a little left to right. You could always bring a blanket underneath the knees, or even double up the mat, or choose to do this in a chair. What I love about this practice is it's not a one-size-fits-all. How could it be? And it also just reminds me over and over again, where there's a will, there is always a way. So get creative in how you can really support yourself. So from this left to right, I'm going to start to make some circles. And anytime you could bring the forearms down, or just finding space from the wrists all the way up into those shoulders. So notice what direction you went in. I went clockwise today. We'll go 2 more big circles, small circles, medium circles. And then we're just gonna press back into a little child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees as wide as you need. Letting Ajna, third eye, come down to the mat, block, pillow. Sometimes too, I'll put my elbows down on the mat and just let my thumbs rest there on that space in between the brows. It's your body, so meet it, and meet it with love. Love to you. Love to me, love to us all. Love to you, love to me, love to us. Hands are going to be pressed. We're going to reach our arms, start to lift the body back up, and then take those hips, those circles, into that other direction. So for me, it's counterclockwise. Maybe you forgot, and that's okay too, right? Let yourself off the hook. Just let the body move. 3 more. Inhale, sending the heart, bringing the weight a little bit more into the heels of the hands, the fingertips. And exhale, bringing those hips back towards the heels, back to the earth. Next time you come back, let's just go right into a cow. So we'll drop the belly, we'll lift the heart, really lengthen through the top of the crown. And on the out breath, bring chin into chest, drop the top of the head down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the heart, drop the belly. Exhale, press into the tops of the toes, bring the hips forward, crown down. And let's just move through that one more time. Knowing if it's feeling good, if you're feeling like, ooh, I want to hang here, of course you can, right? It's for you. Don't ever let me or anyone else limit you. We're going to just find that neutral tabletop and just walk your hands one hand forward, y'all. Keep the toes curled under, lift through the heart. We're gonna bend those elbows and we're gonna lower that heart all the way down. Finding that first cobra, Ajna resting at the earth. We're gonna let the toes and tailbone kind of stretch back, pubic bone having the earth, the ground. Hands are really light. You might even slide them underneath the elbows here. And just make sure the neck's free. So just giving yourself a couple no's, some yeses. And then from there, we'll just start to lift up through our heart. Again, tails and toes going back, heart, third eye, crown lifting up. And we're gonna stay here a couple breaths. Maybe like in a little accordion. Every inhale just kind of lifting you up lightly, softly. And the exhale may even soften you back down to maybe that ujjayi audible breath. Moving in and through. We'll curl the toes under. We're going to keep the knees connected, y'all. Press up to the top of that plank and then exhale. Let's find that first down dog. Pedaling out the legs. Seeing my down dog behind me. Looks like a happy pup. The sun's shining today. Notice how you feel, right? Kind of pivoting my knees, my hips, getting a couple twists here in this down dog. And then just kind of walking out, my legs, bending the knees, shaking my head again. Yes, no, maybe. So just looking for that space. Use one breath just to kind of settle into down dog here as we press palms into the ground, pushing the earth away. Noticing the top of the arm bones, making space in the heart. So just broadening the back, softening the belly. Heels may never ever touch the earth. Who cares? That's not what it's about. But can you feel that energy? The backside of those legs as both heels equally reach down. Let's inhale out to our plank. Just noticing alignment, shoulders, elbows, wrists, any reorganization. Take it, make it, create it. You've got it. We're gonna bring those hips back up. So two more, just kind of inhaling out to our plank. And then exhale, bringing those hips high and back. Same exhale from down dog, breathe the knees down. Inhale, lift through the heart, the cow. Exhale, finding cat. Inhale, finding neutral tabletop. And then exhale, pressing the ground away, down dog. Inhale out to plank. Knees can always come down. Exhale, lift the hips high and back. Peek back towards those knees. Inhale, gazing down at the mat, and then just a little above those fingertips, plank, and then exhale, gazing back towards the toes, the heels, the knees, maybe even the hips. Inhale, Trishti towards the mat, towards the top of the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back towards the toes, the knees, the hips. One more inhale, plank. One more exhale, down dog. From that exhale, start to walk those toes towards the top of your mat, back of those wrists. And let's start out a little bit more wide than narrow today. Feet hip distance a little wider, knees soft, and just kind of getting that crown down first, forward. From this fold, walking the hands a little to the right. How do you feel? How's your breath? Continue to send yourself love over to the left. And then back into center. Exhale fully. Hands will be on the shins. The earth or the blocks. Gaze is down at the ground. We're going to go into that art of that halfway lift. Making space behind the heart. And again, the neck is free. Just giving yourself a couple no's. Yeses. Weights through the toes to the heels. Hips right over those heels. One more inhale. Exhale, soften and fold. Let's put a little bend in the knees, sink the hips down, root off the ground and find a chair. Inhale. And then exhale, stand tall, mountain. Inhale, reach up. Find a little side bend, doesn't matter which way. Center for the breath in, exhale to fold it out. Inhale, center, reach up, look up, and on the out breath, using the power of the belly and finding our feet. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, the hips round, the heels rise up. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain. Inhale, center, big length from heels to fingertips. Exhale, little side bend. Honor the shape you want to make with your arms, your body, as well as the size, the release, the coming home to. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, feel the strength of the belly as we fold back down. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, root the heels, rise up, chair. And exhale, stand tall. Inhale, as much space from the ground to the sky. Exhale, little bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reaching up, looking up. And then just take the hands back. So we're going to do 2 more big circles. Snaps, crackles, pops. It's always a good practice. It's always a party. We'll reach up, look up. Exhale, let the body fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Plant the palms and just step the right leg back as far as you can go. Knees gonna gently come down, pressing into the tops of the toes, staying up on fingertips here. Maybe blocks, maybe the top of that left leg, maybe up to the sky. But making sure we have that grounded of the left foot. Left hip's just a little bit back, right hip kind of stretching high and forward with that breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down. Let's step back into our plank. Inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna lower through our chaturanga all the way or halfway. We'll press into the tops of the toes. Inhale, lifts the heart, cobra, maybe up dog, just straightening the arms. And then on the out breath, returning into a down dog. Taking a nice deep breath in together. That same exhale, walking the toes to the back of those wrists. Take an inhale to halfway lift, gaze is down. Exhale, soften and fold. Bend the knees, root the heels, rise into your chair. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, reach up, find a little side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. As those heels continue to support us, inhale, reach up to bellow, circle back. Inhale, high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, let's step the left leg back as far as we can go. Bring the knee down, tops of the toes, on our fingertips, feeling the ground first, held, centered. Then maybe from there we expand. Top of the right leg, maybe the arms come up. Feeling the right hip just a little bit back, left hip, lifting, forward. Shoulders softening. One more big breath. Let the exhale carry the palms down. We'll step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Back bend of choice, dropping the chest from the chin, maybe even a smile. Curling the toes, lifting the hips high and back down dog. Let's bend the knees down, lightly land. Give yourself a cow. Give yourself a cat. And then come into the neutral tabletop. So if you love it on those wrists, take it. As we press the ground away, let's bring up the right knee with an out breath and draw 3 clockwise circles. So that right knee is going to come out to the edges of the mat behind you and then like hugging into the belly. Doing our best to keep those shoulders stable. Last time it comes in, bring that knee into the belly, the chest. And then inhale, sweep that right heel back. Keep the palms right where they are. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it back. And then let's draw 3 counterclockwise. So I'm going to bend that knee. I'm going to bring it out to the right side, in towards the center. Counterclockwise circles. 3, 4, 5. And then we'll step that right foot all the way back, bring the toes down. Keep the weight on the right palm. Let's shift that left hand forward. Take a breath in. Maybe the right heel comes up. Feel the center of the belly, strength. Left hand comes down, right knee comes through, belly, chest, chin. We could always pause halfway, right hand on the calf muscle here to support us. As we bring that right foot forward, we keep that left knee, left toes down. Ground, center, maybe we expand. I'm gonna bend my elbows on this exhale, drawing those shoulder blades into the midline and then down towards the small of my back. Continue to press and ground through that right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Inhale is gonna reach me up. And on this exhale, let's bring the hands down, really ground through that right foot, left toe curls under. Lift the left heel lightly, like a little flight. Have fun, those bees, we're just playing. And then exhale, step in, just let yourself fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, find your chair. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Notice how you're feeling. Have things shifted? Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Can we let the mind, the heart, the energy shift with us? Take a deep breath in. Circle the arms back and then exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, let's step the feet back. Right followed by left. We're going to inhale into our plank. Knees could land first. Maybe the belly and the chin. Inhale, find cobra or up dog. And on the exhale, articulate into down dog. Same exhale, lands the knees back down to the mat. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, chin to chest, forehead down. And then inhale, neutral space, tabletop. So this time we're going to exhale, we're going to lift up the left knee. And we're going to start to draw those clockwise circles in. Noticing stability from the shoulders. Sometimes we gotta have instability first before we create stability. Think it, right? Those are our teachers. We'll stretch that left heel back next inhale, and then bring the knee through, belly, chest, chin. Left heel goes back, breath in, space, length. Fill in the body, and then exhale. That strength, that movement through. Next time you lengthen back, let that be the inhale, and then exhale, bend the knee and start to make clockwise circles, bringing the knee up, in, through, breathing with. One more big rotation, and then we'll let that left foot kickstand that door closed or open behind us, drop the toes, shift the weight a little to the left hand, and let the right arms reach up. That's enough. This is enough. Maybe that left heel comes up too. Neck is free, shoulders spacious. Navel defying gravity. There's so much power there. Right hand's gonna come down. Exhale, bring the knee through. Can always pause halfway. Left hand on that calf muscle. Left foot forward, right toes back. Finding that lunge. Ground first. Center second. And then maybe we choose to expand. Bend my elbows here, hug them in towards the heart, and then draw them down towards the base, tail, hug in towards the heart, and draw them down. Loving you, loving me, loving us all. Hands come high, breath in. Exhale, we're going to really ground through that left foot, really feel that stability. Right toes curl under as light as possible, lifting that right heel and stepping into our final fold. Let this fold be a little spacious, knees soft, and again, just kind of going on a little field trip over to the left side. Check out your head, breathe. Over to the right. Back into center. So you could have a block here in between the toes. Maybe it's some books, stacky books, pots, pans, maybe it's nothing. I'm just gonna bring my right hand in the middle of my toes here, very light in that palm. And on an inhale, let's open our fold into a twist. So my left hand's gonna lift up. I'm gonna look up, I'm gonna look down, just get some movement in my cervical spine and neck. Holds a lot of tension. Kind of moving through that. Stable from the heels, the hips, the pelvis. We'll take one more big breath in. And then exhale, let left hand come down, shake out your head. Left hand in the middle of those toes. Inhale, sweeps open right arm. looking up, down. Make sure you also are looking within. You hold everything you need. It's such a beautiful thing, right? This world, we're always outsourcing and we're always reaching outside of ourselves for those answers, when in fact, we are the ones. And you know what you know, you know. We just have to remember that we know it and reclaim our right to know it. We'll exhale, bring that hand down. The knees can be soft here, just trying to get the top of the head as well as any thoughts. 2 more breaths. I'm shaking my head, some yeses, some no's. My hands are resting at the back of my calf muscles. My breath is coming in and out of my body. I hope the same for you. May that be enough. May that be enough. Next, inhale, hands on something, our final halfway lift. On the exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the hands behind us and let those sit bones come down to the floor. Beautiful bird just flew on through. Kind of shimmied into the center of my mat. Let your left leg go nice and long. Bring that right heel in. Ground, center. Expand the arms up, and on an exhale, just think chin, gaze towards that big toe. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Thanking yourself, making some space, some time to be with your body and to be with your body with love. Not judging the sensations, not judging the shape, but learning to listen, love, and liberate from that space. You're already more than enough. We are already more than enough, but we have gotten further and further from that truth, y'all. So drink it in one more time, big breath. From the place of the exhale, chin comes to chest, just slowly start to round it up. Any movement you need before just navigating into the other side. So again, ground, recenter, and from there we'll expand. Big breath up. Chin, gaze, drishti towards that big toe. Finding the stretch that serves you. Shoulder blades continue to soften down our back. And heart continues to elevate forward. One more big breath in. All the way out. Palms on the ground, chin into chest, just rounding the body up. And then from here, I'm going to have you choose. You could have the Dandasana shape, L shape, hinging this way, folding forward. Or if your hips are needing a little bit more love and soles of the feet together, knees could be wide. You can always, again, sit on something anytime we elevate those hips above the knees, just a little bit more gentler. Doesn't mean it won't be sensational. So just find what you need in this moment. Ground, center. Take a nice deep breath in. And then on the exhale, let yourself expand into the fold. Not losing any length of the spine or that abundance of the heart. Let your body breathe. And breathe with your body. Extend that beautiful, empathetic, energetic light, your heart, your love, high into the mind. that space. Let your body lift up. Notice what you need, any movement, any loving. As we just start to transition into Shavasana, so you could do traditional, you could lay back, you could come onto your sides, left, right, maybe the front of your body wants to be held by your mat, by the ground. Maybe you're in a chair, or just continuing a comfortable cross-legged position. Giving yourself some grace, some space to find that. And if there's any other postures, positions that you want to take on before you find your rest, please do that too. Remembering that this is for you. And the more that you can nurture and care for you, the bigger that energy will be in caring for the whole of us all. We cannot bypass ourselves. So don't be limited by the limiting degree of what I bring into the space. Expand into what you need, and knowing that you could be the one to give it to you. You could be the one to receive it, to root into it, and to also rest and be with it there. As you start to find that space, feel where the ground's holding you. Thank this land and all the love it has for you and me and us all. And as you feel those spaces where you are held, let your body soften with a few sighs, soft and sweet through the lips. Your greatest teacher. If you would like more space for Shavasana, just pause the video, turn it off. Trust yourself to navigate. But if we're ready to start waking up, let's move slowly and with intention. Come back to our breath. And allow our breath to guide us back into our body. Feel how the body changes shape as we allow and offer that inhale in. Shape changes as we exhale. Allow the breath out. Just think of a gentle wave from the inside out, just starting to greet you, meet you, expand you, soften you, bring you back into this whole wonderful and wonder-filled person, divine being having a human experience. With your toes, maybe let the head go left to right. And if you've been laying down, even taking a couple full body stretches, letting the knees fall gently to the chest. And maybe you land on your left side, maybe you land on your right side, but just pausing. If you've been seated like me, same thing, just kind of waking up gently with intention. I am waking up to truth. If you've been down in that fetal position, just take a moment to bring a hand to the earth and just let yourself lightly land. Returning. And then we continue to return to who we are, return to the goodness, the love, the power, the purpose that is here. Return to our bodies, return to our breath, return to the very, very truth that our mind cannot always be trusted, but our hearts, our bellies, our bodies can. Returning to that intention that you set for yourself, as well as any prayers, peaceful possibilities, forgiveness for yourself, as well as this world and all who live among you, with you, alongside you. I'm going to sweep my arms one more time high to the sky, offering them a little shake, offering in any movement as we return back to our hearts, our prayers, loving the whole of who you are, loving the whole of who I am, and loving the whole of who we are to each other. That is our most sacred and superpower. May the work continue long after this video, this mat, this practice ends. Let's take one more deep breath in together, offering out an Om and 3 Shantis. As we continue to send love deep within ourselves and deep within our collective. Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, I love you, I remind myself alongside you, we are the ones, and we are love, and may we remember that is what our soul, our spirit, our very body's mission has come here to do. Thank you so much. Be good to you.